Hello and welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. This pick a card reading is a general reading, so it should fit any situation you might find yourself in. And as always, we have our three piles here with group 1 on the left, 2 is in the middle, and 3 is on the right. The timestamps will be in the description box below, along with the cards that I'm using. There's also a link to my scheduling page. If you'd like a private reading, you can book one on there. There's a link to my Facebook page where I'm sharing oracle cards most days of the week, and a link to TikTok where I'm sharing daily reading videos there too. So lots to choose from. I'll leave you with your selection now, and I hope you enjoy your reading. Hey group 1, and welcome to your reading. If you chose this sweet little bottle, then this one is for you, of course, chosen by Jackson. And I think you guys, group 1, got this before. Maybe you chose that pile then, recently. I think it was not too long ago that it was group 1, I'm pretty sure. And I had that feeling of something being bottled up inside, and I do feel like it's definitely, time to uncork, if that resonates, to, open up, to let something out, to let something go, to maybe even practice some magic as well. This is like I see it as a little magical potion bottle, but I do feel like the message is bottling. But I do feel like it's actually sitting next to the Magician card too on the table here. So definitely about practicing magic and those beautiful rituals and things that you want to try, want to learn, or already know and love to do. So engage in those things that help you feel powerful, centered, in control, or grounded, or whatever it brings you. Sometimes it brings clarity. Sometimes it's just a beautiful way to release. Anyway, I'm going to start with the past energy for this reading. We've got the Moon, the Ten of Cups, the Five of Pentacles. This is a bit of a challenging week at this time for Group 1. So with the Moon, the Ten of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles in the past, I can see here that there's this reading could very well be about relationships and family. I do feel like it is. It may not be. It may be about work and careers for some. Maybe a bit of both. Take it how it resonates. But I can see that in the past there's been a really confusing situation in regards to relationship, or in regards to your family situation, perhaps here with this Ten of Cups. So things, I think, have gone. I think it's been a roller coaster. Like it's never really been, I think, consistent. I don't think it's been consistently stable, maybe even ever for some people here. 222 on the clock. There's been a lot of things about this that's been very beautiful, and it's really opened your eyes, and you've learned so much about yourself and about love and about your intuition, and but it's also provoked a lot of triggered a lot of fears as well. And I feel like, it's like, I think when things start to get good, it's like it straight away crashes again. You just can never trust that it's going to stay stable or good for any long amount of time, perhaps. It's something there's someone, or the situation has your heart though. You love this person or these people, this group, this job, whatever it is. You have so much love here, and so many happy memories, and it's something you've really, really wanted. Nine of Swords, but it's left you feeling anxious, just not grounded, stuck in your mind, unable to sleep, unable to rest, unable to eat, perhaps. It's just been really, really debilitating, and it's got you constantly worried. Maybe you're worried about a particular family member. Bottom deck energy for this reading is the Five of Swords. Ace of Cups is underneath that, which is actually kind of sweet. We might talk about it now, considering we saw it. I see the Eight of Pentacles too, the Two of Wands. It's all a nice message. The Ace of Swords, Temperance. Yeah, wow. Yeah. The message is huge. You're going to have to be a little strategic with how you handle this situation, how you move forward, how you move away as well. So Five of Swords is, it just shows that you've perhaps been going around in a cycle here, and there's a real need to break that cycle, and that could mean just cutting cold and walking away from something, just completely cutting cold, not like cold turkey, like just ending. If it was addiction, then yeah, just like putting it down and picking up something else, like just no longer engaging. Ace of Cups underneath that, Eight of Pentacles shows me that it's going to take a lot of effort and work, but it's worth it. Anything you're applying yourself to in regards to new journeys, new dreams, self-love, just caring for yourself, changing it up, just cutting the crap and just picking up what you know you need to do, it's going to take consistency. It's going to take you showing up every day. It means you need to be careful not to be distracted by the outside world or what's going on externally or what other people are doing, and just keep staying true to your path, because you are at a crossroads here. You need to speak your truth on that too. Ace of Swords is here, Temperance is here. You're needing it, your life, your work, your body. It needs your investment, it needs your time, and it needs your care. It needs diligence. You need diligence, I can see, with Balance and Temperance here as well. But that was all underneath the Five of Swords. So it's like whatever you're leaving behind, walking away from, cutting out, it's going to bring you so much success. In fact, I'll pull these cards up now too. All of the cards, all the oracles are like crazily, just perfectly aligned. We've got Dragon Spirit with Change and Secret Spring Success. So it's a promise. I think you know that. But it's a promise that through any changes you're making right now, all the changes you're feeling called to make are just one big change. You will absolutely reap so many rewards from that sacrifice, and you see so much success develop within your life. This Dragonfly card talks about the agility of the dragonfly and how it can turn at an instant in 360 degrees. It'll fly upside down. It'll turn at any given moment. So it's a message of not letting other people's expectations sway your decisions, and it's okay to make change at any given moment. You can choose that. It's okay to choose that. This is permission. You don't need it. You can just say you don't need permission to make any given change at any given moment. A change of perception, change of mind, change of direction. It's all there. There's two cards here that are number 34, and they really stood out to me. So that might be a significant age or number for you as well. 12 on this card, but yeah, two cards with 34 on them. Maybe you're 34 years old or whatever. All right, so Five of Pentacles is the current energy you may be finding yourself in, and as we move forward into the week ahead, or the current energy still, we do progress into the Tower. So it's like, yeah, you're leaving something behind. See, this person's out in the cold, they're leaving behind something that was perceived very loving and warm, perhaps. Something that I think it's a bit of a double-edged sword what you're leaving behind. Like I said, there wasn't consistency. So you might feel like at some points you're walking away and you're missing out and you're losing out. But then another part of you also knows that it needs to be destructed, and you're kind of coming to that awareness, a realization. You're moving through that. All the major arcanas are in the week ahead, by the way, after the Tower. Just get them. With the Hanged Man, the Fool, and the Magician, which is another interesting combination, because we've got 0 and number 1, so it speaks to that progression and the way it sits on the table. The Fool is like, take that leap of faith, and you're going to do that this week. This is in the week ahead energy, so you're going to take a leap of faith. You're going to take a risk, perhaps. You're going to step into your power. You're perhaps creating magic and doing little rituals and things that make you feel good. Dance rituals, candle rituals, like whatever you want to do. It's all there. You can make anything at all. I think the more creative you are with your rituals and your magic and your practices, the more effective and better it'll be. The more you will learn, the more you'll connect to yourself, I think, as well. And if you feel like you're making it up as you go along, then you're probably on the right track. So it's about feeling connected, I feel, and yeah, to yourself, to your intentions. Okay. All right. So Hanged Man, the Tower, the Five of Pentacles. So it's from this chaos, this destruction, and it sees for some people here, situation could have taken you by surprise, where things have ended. You may perhaps were a little reluctant to accept that things have ended, or that this has to end. Letting go does feel like a struggle, and you're sort of just holding on or holding it in. The Hanged Man, Let me just put them back down to see. The yeah. So you during this week, I think it's going to take a bit of effort over the next day or so, from whenever you connect to this, to unbind yourself and to surrender to what the universe is bringing to you or taking from you, and seeing it as a blessing rather than a withholding or a restriction that is not to your benefit, because it is. And I think part of you do know that, and that's why at the end of the week you do eventually take that leap from being bound up and stuck and just see the stormy energy, just probably overthinking. But I kind of feel like that's okay if you find yourself there. Just trust that you're processing, and that's why your rituals might be really helpful, to be gentle so you don't sort of stay there, pull yourself out of it. You can experience it and move through it. So 10-10 then. Numbers might be crazy still this week. Last week they were wild. So yeah, it might take a little bit of effort to let yourself free from the situation and just move forward to a brand new horizon, something completely new. Maybe you're looking to study something new or learn something new here. But either way, it's stepping into your power so that you are the creator here, and it's not someone else's expectations or choices that are taking precedence. Is that what I want to say? It's a bit sore today. Okay, so in the challenge, we've got the 7 of Wands, the 5 of Wands, and the 2 of Swords. Pretty appropriate cards considering. So 7 of Wands, 5 of Wands, you may be dealing with numerous people that, if it's not numerous people, it's just one frickin' challenge after another. It's sort of like just consistent, like I saw 11:11 then on the clock, distracted me from my message. So where there's I think there's consistency in all the wrong places in regards to this. So there's consistently tumultuous, perhaps, when you would probably prefer consistently stable. It's just one thing after another. Perhaps here, that might be the challenge. You may be feeling like you do have to defend yourself because you've got opposition or people coming up against you. There may be a bit of competition within the situation, and you're not too certain who to believe or what to believe. There may be lots of different ideas and opinions floating around, and people trying to sway you or convince you the way something should be done or what choice you should make ultimately. And you're really just completely stuck at this time. That's the challenge, is being completely stuck with not knowing what choice to make. 2 of Swords is here. She's blindfolded and she's just thrown at the target, hoping for the best. So I don't think that's ideal for you. But I don't want to... the 12-12, god damn, I'm seeing every number. Yeah, and did I say, yeah, there's the dragonfly spirit is the number 12 as well, the card of change. We'll pull that back up. So just yes, sorry, I'm just like, anyway, hearing things. So it's definitely, let's just go to the advice from the challenge. The challenge is what it is, like, you're dealing with it, and I don't want you to feel pressure to have to come to some solution so fast, because you don't have to. You take your time here. We've got the 9 of Cups, the 3 of Wands, and the Page of Cups for your solution, for what will help with this challenge. See the difference here in, like, just challenge, people coming up against them. There's maybe gossip or competition or just arguments, fights, conflict, all of just, maybe I'm hearing petty crap, petty drama, all of it, right? So this person's like trying to make a blind decision here, but they just can't. They don't fully know what choice to make. So the advice is to just take time out. See the difference there? You don't have to take a shot right now. You can just take a bit of time out, maybe go sit on the beach if that is your special place. Maybe spend a bit of time with your familiar. I did feel like Cancer energy showing up with the little crab here too. So that's spending time with home, in your home, or just in your retreat, sort of maybe go into your shell a little bit, take your time, and that's okay. 3 of Wands is, again, a suggestion that you can take your time. It's okay. The dragonfly can move at any moment, but you don't need to push for your moment. Like you when you're ready, you can take that step, and you will. Like I can see you're in a moment of processing, trying to release, feeling, grieving, just right? Stormy energy after the tower, like just lots of thoughts and tumultuous feelings. But actually I can see, look at this. See how the stormy energy sort of continues there, but then the sky clears? That will happen for you this week. Please trust, just hold on and move through it with all of your beautiful self-calming rituals. We'll get to the self-love deck for some suggestions there. But Three of Wands, take your time. Page of Cups, definitely self-loving prompts and suggestions, like I said, we'll get to, but also this is using your creativity, maybe writing a bit of poetry or releasing your feelings and experiences through art, music, dance, connection with friends, counseling, therapy. All these things are so soft and gentle, compassionate energy. So whether that's something you're receiving from another person or just some activities that are helping you feel good, just being sweet in your own sweet energy, taking time out. Bit of time in nature for sure will help. 100% that one. Yeah, definitely time in nature. It will really, really help. Like really, really, really help at this moment, I feel. So if you hadn't had that idea, then maybe make a little half-day trip, even whatever, just to get out and unplug away from everything. So further guidance, it kind of continues here with the sun. Get out into the sun, perhaps, to look at your situation optimistically, and that this is happening for you. There's a very optimistic perception of the situation. Next card is the Eight of Cups. So you're leaving behind the emotionally tumultuous energy here. You're leaving behind that constant round and round and round, or constant just effort in a situation that just doesn't bring you the results you would expect, hope for, desire, going for your intentions, and just not manifesting in this situation. So death is here. You're walking lovingly towards that death card, I do feel here. Like, embrace this change. Let it happen, because like we saw with the change card, the next card from that same deck was success. I love how they came out together so beautifully. Secret spring. Springtime may be an indication of change for you. Especially like southern hemisphere, you may feel like your life is really improving by the spring, but that's definitely not going to relate to those in the northern hemisphere, because things will be better before spring. Definitely. So yeah, further guidance is to just walk away from these things that are not helping you, and to embrace the changes that are really perhaps challenging to embrace, but trusting that they're for the best. Your outcome, having made such changes, is gorgeous. Six of Cups, Six of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. So if you're leaving behind this Ten of Cups situation, what once was a happy relationship or a happy home and family, trust that you if there is, like, every situation is going to be different for group one, okay? So some people you will heal with this relationship and situation, and it's cycles within the connection that need to be broken, and to treat each other with more respect, perhaps, or whatever it is. But that's not for everyone. A fair portion of people connecting to group one is leaving behind something completely. And I see that mostly here with the Tower and the Fool, the Magician, all of it, Five of Pentacles, like... and this is someone completely new, a completely new person coming into your world, whether it's a special person that you grow a family with or have a life with, or it's a friendship or a group of people that mean the world to you because they're there to support you and uplift you in the sense of community. So Six of Cups is also a card of children and families, soulmates. Six of Pentacles is generosity, kindness, giving and receiving with equal reciprocity, balance. All of these cards are so beautiful. Like, life improves. It's basically the Oracle cards all over again of change, success. This Tower, this Five of Pentacles. It's okay to let things crumble. It's okay to let things fall, because you will have so much love and assistance with rebuilding. And it's going to be so very beautiful with the Ten of Pentacles at the very end. That's a very stable, long-term, loving situation, commitment, job role, whatever it is. It's long-term. You feel like you're really connected to this place, these people. It just feels right. There's no inconsistency. It's so stable and so balanced. And that might be so scary for some. All right, so we've got another card going forward. Like, does it get much clearer? Trust the path ahead, that you're walking towards a beautiful new horizon. You need to move forward. You need to break cycles 100%. We've got free will here. Another indication of, look at that, get out of your cocoon. This one. It's a beautiful cocoon, don't get me wrong. It's so pretty. But free will. And see this little figure here, it's actually quite beautiful. I don't know how well you can see. She's sort of like diving forwards out of this round and round circle. It's a spiral. It just keeps going round there. And then she's like, nah, I'm out. Just you, and you have the free will to do that. It's bringing it back to that dragonfly agility for change at any given moment. Two more oracle cards for personal power is I'm abundant, Taurus energy, and I am celebrated. I don't know what else I can say about that. Like, you are already, I feel like you already do have a great deal of abundance around you, even if a lot of things are crumbling you'd hoped wouldn't. It doesn't mean that you are not abundant and have everything it takes and all of the resources within to either rebuild or recreate or manifest something completely different. Very abundant in love, abundant in joy. Like I just look at that person. I think you're somebody who spreads the joy. You don't like to leave any situation worse than when you arrived. Like, you do shine your light quite brightly, and I think a lot of people do love you and want to see you rise up. A lot of people see the light in you and they want to see you move through this change and step into who they know you are. I just feel like there's maybe a group of friends or maybe one person coming in quite strong at the moment that just really wants to boost you up. And you know who that is, I do feel. I would say you'd be thinking of them. So self-loving prompt to finish your reading. What a group one needs. Meditation. I'm looking back down to this Nine of Cups. You just need a bit of meditation. You need a bit of time out. Oh, nice. You need to have fun again. Damn straight you do. Get out with some friends. Go to that invite if you are invited. Oh, this is very important if you're feeling quite low as well, as nutrition. 100%. You don't stand a fighting chance if you're not supporting your system with good nutrition, or at least trying to minimize the things that weigh you down or slow you down or give you mental fog. I'm just getting like anyone that might be drinking too much sugary drinks, just try and bring in a bit more water. Definitely important there. Supplements are good. There's a link below for a clinical nutritionist with 20% off appointments with Bethany Rose Nutrition. That's all in the description box too, if you're interested in seeing a clinical nutritionist to really get that assistance on a very deep level. Wonderful, wonderful idea. We've got fuck being nice, damn straight. Like, I can see this, and there's some people you don't need to worry about what they expect from you with this choice. You don't need to be nice here. Look at that, set relationship goals on the bottom. Recognize what makes you happy and strive to find that in your love life. This is, yeah. I think I'm just hearing respect. I think just being respected is what makes you happy. But other things, sure. I'm sure there's other things for you too. All right. Take it. All right. We've got get more done and financial goals. Well, when we see the Fool and the Magician as well, it's like, once you've done processing or going through this moment, if you're having a day where you just need to shut it all out, or a couple of days, by all means, but start thinking about the future and what plans you want to make, because the Fool and the Magician is in your very near future, and it's asking you to take leaps of faith to get things done, to get things moving, to write a list of your goals, whether that's a big 5-year plan worth of goals, like envisioning what you are up to in 5 years, what makes you so brilliant and wonderful, that amazing person you can see down the track there, and start, well, what do they do in their day to make them that brilliant? Bring that here and now, write it down, get it done. Financial goals as well. Five of Pentacles is in the current energy. There may be a struggle financially at this time, but you've got what it takes to rebuild that, and just maybe there's a sense of cutting your losses in a certain area. There may be been a money loss for some of you, where it's not you can't recuperate it, and you may have to just let that go. Not for everyone, but yeah, it definitely feels like an important message for someone. And so I think that's all I have for you, Group 1. I hope this reading has resonated with you and gave you some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance. And I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye, Group 1. Hey, Group 2, and welcome to your reading. If you chose this little clear quartz piece, then this one is your reading. So clear quartz is an all-rounder. They can be used to amplify any other crystal or intention. So it's always handy to have a little piece of clear quartz. A lot of people like to program them for all sorts of different things. So clarity is coming to mind here. Awareness, openness, expansion of clarity, expansion of awareness, expansion of your abilities. I think there's a really strong divine connection with you and Source at this time, something you're really fostering a beautiful connection there with your intuition and with Source, with your guides and whatnot. So where do I start, Group 2? Because it's actually a really nice reading, really nice energy, and completely different energy to Group 1 today. So, you know, that's a kind of a good sign, because we've had so many collective readings lately. I mean, there's been some that are different, but I think a few in a row have been 1, 2, and 3, Group 1, 2, and 3 all together going through the same sort of thing. Like hence the week that Jackson chose smoky quartz for all 3. I was like, oh, here we go. But there's a difference today as I approach your reading. I can see that there's been some shifts. So starting with your past energy, we've got the beautiful Magician to start your reading, which is so impressive. Then we've got the Knight of Wands and the 10 of Cups. Yeah. I'm just thinking Group 1 actually had the 10 of Cups in their start as well. But anyway, what we can see here is you are deepening your connection to Source, like we said with that clear quartz crystal. You've been connecting and hearing so much stronger messages and guidance, and I feel like you just feel very I think you do feel at peace with the direction that things are going for you, even if it's not all easy. Like, is part of it that's a challenge as well. I can see that, we'll get to it, but I do feel like mostly you're looking at where your personal power lies within a situation, how to explore your abilities a lot more as well. In the fun side of life, I do feel like you're like playing and dabbling in some of your crafts or your arts, things that help you feel connected to your inner child, or just connected to life, feeling more balanced, that sort of energy. Now, I feel like you've kind of potentially stepped out onto a new path, or been trying something new. And I think part of you is a little bit like, at the start anyway, not so much moving ahead. At the start, you might have been a little bit overwhelmed with like, oh my God, do I understand this properly? Am I perceiving this correctly? Have I got what it takes? I just see that dragon on the cliff here, and I feel like there's like, you've set out on, like, you might have at one point thought, have I bitten off more than I can chew? Or like, have I set off onto something I'm not capable of? And that's not the case at all. It's actually, you're very capable, 100% capable of whatever it is you're trying to achieve at the moment, whatever skill you're developing. I do strongly feel like for a lot of you, that's working with magic, or working with spirit, working with Source. But it can also be so many other different things. You may be studying a new topic, or learning more about what motivates you and what drives you, where your passions lie. Queen of Swords is on the bottom of the deck, so this is a very perceptive energy, and all the cards on this table talk about how strong your perception is at the moment, how strong your connection is at the moment. I'd like to clarify. The 2 of Cups. clarifying the Knight of Wands. So, okay, there may, for some of you, also be a special connection that's in your life and in the recent past at this time, a very special connection, but part of that isn't very consistent with the Knight of Wands being there. Ten of Cups is there, it does make you very happy. Let me get another card, see what this is all about. What's the inconsistent feeling? Eight of Cups. Oh, the Tower. Oh, okay. So you have come to realize here that something has to end and that you have to walk away from something you do love very much. But it's so that you can step into your power, so that you can create a better life for yourself. There's something about it that's just not right. It's not working. It has to end. It has to finish. You've got to walk away. You know that. It's not easy to do though. I do feel like, yeah, it's really hard to do. Eight of Swords with the Six of Pentacles. It's not easy to do, but it's not easy to stay either, because you feel like you've been taken advantage of or taken for granted or just disrespected or something like this. You don't feel very good about it. You don't feel like it's, yeah, you're just like trying to sneak off in the night on this situation because you don't want to deal with it, or you just can't. The Queen of Swords, yeah, right? You had to make a really, really harsh or strong decision here that's like not easy to make when you feel very trapped to the situation still, or you have felt. That's all changing. We'll get to it. But you're definitely, yeah, having to leave something behind. Look at that. Wow, what the heck? The images, because it's like a relatively new deck to my collection. So that I just saw that card. Like, you've really got to make this choice and move into a direction that, see, even, pull this up again, even the imagery here, like you may be moving away from this idealistic family situation, right? Something that you really had a lot of love for, someone that you put a lot of your love into for a long time, perhaps. And you've made this sudden decision. Maybe it was sudden, or maybe it was just you've been pointed in this different direction, and it's in a more empowered direction towards the Magician. So yeah, Chariot, you're like at that. Got to make a choice with confidence here, because and everything gets better when you do. I think you need that. There needs to be reciprocity in connections, and that's very important. And so, if things are not balanced, then it's just not going to work, and all other areas of your life may start to crumble as well. And so let's move into the current energy. I didn't expect the first bit to go there, but okay. So current energy is the Ten of Swords. So Ten of Cups to the Ten of Swords too. So yeah, it may have been that all things were seemingly wonderful at one point, and then they just were not. But with this combination, like the way I saw this was actually like quite uplifted and liberated by the fact that this has ended. That doesn't mean you're not experiencing grief and pain, and it's not, that it's challenging for you. But there's so many cards and just the energy. I feel that it's actually a wonderful blessing. Part of you probably knows that, or will soon. So with the Ten of Swords and the Star, you've actually got a great deal of hope that things can get better for you now that this is finished. The Wheel of Fortune is next. Maybe it's just the old life, like whatever it is. Maybe it was people pleasing situation. So I do get a bit of that energy, but you're ready for new. You're ready to develop. You're ready to expand. You're ready to just step into life in a more graceful way as well. I feel a lot of peace in this energy. Wheel of Fortune, the Page of Wands. This is all in the week ahead, so there is a great deal of change coming up for you. This could be an unexpected piece of information or a message coming in later in the week, and I want to go into that actually in a minute. But I do, yeah, like I feel like you're just really proud of yourself and the progress that you're making. You're really proud that you've gotten out of the situation, or you're just like, I see how she's the one in charge of where the wheel, like she's turning the wheel. She's in charge of what area is going to take her focus next. And I think she's feeling really confident about that. I love all the energy. You're ready for a new adventure. I think you're ready to grow and learn and grow and develop your intuition, your intuitive abilities, your psychic development. I think that's really important for you at the moment as well. Let's go get a confirmation on the Eight of Wands on the bottom too. What's this Page of Wands? Later in the week. Two of Wands. Adventure, planning. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, planning, right? Exactly. You've got something new that you want to go do. You've got a new plan, a new hobby, a new goal. It's actually really exciting. You might be studying something new, or just like, yeah, developing a new ability that you maybe didn't even know you had. And you're really finding so much about yourself on this journey here. It's something that wants your attention every day, just a little bit, constant investment. It's a new you, it's a new everything. Definitely big crossroads. Like we saw the Chariot before, now we've got the Two of Wands. Strength is also in the week ahead. I want to get a confirmation on that, because sometimes strength is here because we need a little. So is there anything to know about? Yeah, look, this is just your ability to commit. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles, the Sun, 100%. And that Two of Pentacles behind the Sun, because you're not juggling anymore. You're committed. You've decided. You're taking a new opportunity. You're taking a leap. You're bringing in more joy. You're bringing in more balance. Strength is there because we see this tornado in the background here. This is the past chaos. You're here holding on to the lion. This is your own personal strength. You know, you've got your own back. You know, you've got what it takes. Like all of the current energies are just the way she stands in everything, coming from the Ten of Swords, which I kind of feel like that's you running off, not the one who's stabbed, but take it how it resonates. You may feel the other way around, that somebody has ended something on you and you've been left there. But I feel like you're proud of this change, or at least hopeful and optimistic about the way these changes are going to manifest in new opportunities and new growth for yourself. You know that. So over in the challenge, of course, we've got death. Scorpio's energy there. With the Hanged Man as well, which is actually so interesting because the High Priestess was next, Pisces energy. I should say I can see Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, Libra as well here. And Capricorn. But anyway. So the Death card and the High Priestess is so funny because, like, while all of it is you, it's also clearly that's you in the middle, and this is death wanting to come and take something from you, or wanting to, and rightly so. You know, you got to give it. And it's for the best. The High Priestess is on the other side. So it's like you've actually, what I see here is like a massive spiritual team around you just saying, like, let it go. It's for the best, and you know that. And just be guided and walk with us and co-create with us, because we're trying to help you. We're trying to guide you towards the greatest outcomes for you. And part of the challenge for you at this moment is just like letting your perception go of how you think things are going to turn out, or how you think things are meant to go in this situation, because you might be perceiving things in a certain, or looking at you. I think you can't see everything about this, and so when you are making choices or trying to lead things in a certain direction because of the information you have, it's not benefiting you, because as part of it you're either not considering or are not aware of yet, because it's yet to come to pass. And Spirit knows, though. Of course, Spirit knows. And so you're being asked to surrender and to let go and be moved by your intuition and the transformation that's happening around you, to you, within you. Now, when I was shuffling the outcome cards, two other cards came and just sort of landed separately in two different areas, like literally on the bang end of those cards. So I kind of thought, all right, well, I guess you've got to stay there. And what I see with this is finding more spiritual friends or communities that are more connected with what you're creating. So this is maybe finding someone to collaborate with in your craft, maybe you're doing readings and you're wanting to find other people to practice with, or there's some sort of psychic development class you want to go to, or there's something here about connecting with people that are on the same journey that you're on. And if this is a new journey for you, and it's like trying to find your tribe as well. Yeah. It's also very clear who's not working for you as well, and that might be part of the issue, is listening to that message that you might be hearing that something is not right for you, and accepting and letting that go. You see the Death card's rope here. I notice it has like, it's just holding on this tiny little string where it's frayed. You probably can't quite pick it up. And it's just one swift little movement and it's severed. One swift little movement and you may come crashing down from this broom you've been hanging from, right? And step back into your power too. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. It feels so empowering, this reading. It does. So yeah, please, I hope you feel empowered by this change. So what will help with the challenge as we see it? Well, this is a nice combination. 9 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands. Look at the difference there. This person is obviously busying themselves with concerning themselves with what other people think, with what other people want from them, expectation. And this one is not. Completely different. So this is asking you, in areas where you need to defend yourself, stand up for yourself and speak your truth, absolutely do so without fear. Back yourself, trusting that you're this energy. You don't need to stay in this energy. You don't need to constantly, you don't need to change anyone's mind. You don't need to convince anyone at all. You just may need to stand up and say, or fuck off, or whatever it needs to be said. Absolutely not. Stand by the choice that you've made. And then just let that go and just be happy and be good and be true with your choice. Be okay with your choice. With the 9 of Pentacles here, you're very grounded and abundant person. You started this reading with the Magician. Like, you've got what it takes to turn anything into gold. The 9 of Pentacles and the 6 of Cups. This is the other card that sort of fell on the end, and I'll take it because it's so sweet. It's almost like the same person there. 6 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles. Right. Yeah, all right. Okay, so there's some relationship healing here, reconnecting with family, reconnecting with friends and people that mean a lot to you, people that have been on your journey for a long time perhaps as well. But also this is for some about setting out on a new journey that may take a lot of time. Like it's a long-term, whole new adventure here that that's going to bring you a great deal of fulfillment. It may bring you people that you feel like are family to you. You may find family, literally. You're just being asked to let yourself be moved onto this new course, this new path. We saw the Ace of Pentacles before. The Knight of Pentacles is sort of that energy of beginning something new. The Page of Wands is there in your future as well. There's a lot of new journey here, new beginnings, meeting new people. There's children here. There's a message of pregnancy for some people, definitely. We'll see that in the outcome. We've got the 6 of Wands, the World, and Empress, and she is pregnant. She's abundant and fertile and happy, and it's beautiful. And so those two cards that I originally pulled for here, maybe I can pick them up and bring them back over here. 3 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups to come after the Empress shows that exactly that. That's like building a family. That's a very strong sense of belonging and connection with the people that you share life with, or you share adventures with, or work, or anything at all. This is a really community-orientated group of people, or a person, or yeah. I'll put them back down. But over here, we've got the 6 of Wands, the World, the Empress. This is saying, like, whatever you're working on with the Magician, like all of this, the Star, this new adventure, everything you're learning is actually going to make you for some people, quite well known for what you do. I think you're at the beginning of something and you don't realize how far you're actually going to be able to go with this. With the 6 of Wands in the World, that's about putting yourself out there, perhaps on social media platforms or anything where your work is displayed and people can see you from across the whole world, perhaps. For other people, it may not be on the big screen, like big scheme of things in that way, but you're still very noted for what you're doing and the development you've, whatever you've developed completely. 6 of Wands is absolute recognition and appreciation for all of your beauty that you share in the world, and there's a lot of that. The World is such a beautiful, accomplished card as well, and the Empress too. Like, you're creating so many beautiful things. The outcome is stunning. It's expansion, it's happiness, it's really nurturing yourself, nurturing the people around you, having enough to give and share, being in these really high levels of personal power where you can really influence people or really help people. Yeah, like genuinely. So let's go get some oracle cards. We've got power here. And this is about standing up for yourself, or this is about utilizing your own personal power. This is, and may come as a shock to some people, but you need to stand in your power and own it. It's a very strong card. We've also got I am determined, Capricorn energy. I like that next to power. Capricorn is a very powerful energy, and this is determined to work together with people. This is the bees here represent that connection into community and co-creating and collaborating, and so I feel like, yeah, with Queen Bee energy and the Empress energy, like I feel like you're such a powerful, successful person already, just naturally, innately amazing, and step into it. I'm hopeful. Where did I see a similar card? Yeah, a star. It's just all these beautiful stars. I thought they were beautiful. But I'm hopeful as she's looking out into the cosmos. So this is about manifesting your dreams and really visioning what you want and not putting a limit on that. I feel like some of your perceptions limit your ideas of what you're actually capable of or how far you can take things. I don't think you're actually fully aware, 2020. I don't think you're fully aware yet of what you're capable of and what's to come for you. I just don't think you fully grasp the magnitude. But you will. You will. I hope to hear about it. So we've got the Wise Woman of the Grove, Grace. This is about peace as well. It's sort of that similar combination here where you don't need to worry about convincing someone else or fighting or anything. You can just find the graceful way and just live your own truth. You don't have to control anyone else or yeah. You don't need to worry. I think this is about just finding grace and connecting with people in soft and gentle ways. You just, as long as you know your truth and you know spirit knows at the end of the day, and that's kind of all that matters for you anyway. I think you have such a profound connection with source, such a special, beautiful connection. There's such a trust that is building there and a development that's keep going with that, keep nurturing that connection because it's wonderful. We've got Forest Temple of Enlightenment to this card. It speaks about enlightenment, and that's where you're at right now. You're on this journey of seeking a lot of wisdom and expanding your awareness, expanding your everything. Enlightenment. I think this is also about staying open to receiving such messages and staying open to shifting your perception. Hangman is in the challenge, so you may have some stuck views on things that need to be shifted, and it's all here with Death and the High Priestess on the other side. Like, let go of those perceptions, cut a certain idea, a certain string, a certain chord, because you're being guided, divinely guided towards the truth. And towards enlightenment. You're really, really awakening or going through another layer of awakening at this time. You've got Return to Joy and Balance from this deck as well. We are here to experience joy. Love seeks your well-being. And both of these cards are kind of hand in hand. I found them quite nice that they came out in this way, because Return to Joy is exactly that, right? Just to come back into softening. I didn't even go to this bit. Yeah, because I was about to talk about it because it kind of links, and I'm like, I didn't even speak about that. So let's maybe just look at this. We've got the Five of Swords, Two of Swords, Four of Swords, and that was in your extended advice area. So this is saying, like, walk away from the drama, disconnect, return to joy, right? Leave that behind. Five of Swords is when things haven't worked out and there's not much you can do about it. That's okay though. Two of Swords, Four of Swords is that sense of indecision and feeling a little stuck, a little blocked, and needing to take time out to just rest, to rebalance, to find that quiet solitude, so that your own truth can come up from the depths. And that's what I was going to talk about with the Return to Joy and the Balanced Life card, because it's exactly that. It's rebalancing your life and returning back to that softness, just letting go, letting yourself be moved, trusting that all things are happening for you. This is a really liberating moment. But I want to know, is there anything I'm missing here, Group 2? Okay. Nine of Cups, the Lovers. Yeah. So many wishes are coming true for you. There's so much alignment here. The King of Swords and the Queen of Wands. We'll take the Queen of Wands on the bottom there. King of Swords. So having strong boundaries, standing in your power, seeing, having a strong perception of what you want and speaking on it, going for it, choosing it, committing to it. Take time out, like we see with this beautiful Nine of Cups, meditating on a beach. But this is about your wish fulfillment coming too with the Lovers. The Lovers is a choice made, and the Nine of Cups is a wish fulfilled. So all of your wishes will be fulfilled as you choose to commit to this journey that's before you. So let's get a little self-loving prompt to finish your reading. Challenge yourself. Challenge yourself to do better. Don't set limits on your potential. That is such a big message here. Do not set limits. Just like whatever you think is great that can come for you, just like magnetize that by 100. Don't set limits. Push yourself maybe a little harder in a certain area. You got what it takes. You might feel like fearful, like, am I good enough? Have I got what it takes? Like, I just felt that kind of with the Magician and then the Knight of Wands, because Magician is like, oh, I'm really confident. I've had an experience that's like opened me up, but then I'm like kind of on my own with it, and I'm not sure where to go. Like, this is partly how I felt. So maybe you're a little like, if your sense of personal power may fluctuate sometimes, but that will balance as you practice, as you challenge yourself. What came out here? Yeah, drop the excuses. When you drop all the excuses, you'll start seeing the results. Cut the screen time. Yeah, we all do that a little bit too much. And I think if we just halved it, if we know we're going to screen time for an hour at our wind down time of the day, perhaps, just say, then just set half an hour or even 20 minutes of an alarm where you do something different. Pick up that book or whatever it is. Like, go do that. Go tend to the practice. Show up at your creation area, whatever. Expand your network, perhaps. And then you can go and have your scroll. But like, balance it out a little bit with cut screen time. Expand your network, link yourself with a network of people who can help inspire you. You see that with like what's coming to you with the High Priestess and that Three of Pentacles that came on to the end of it. Have a relaxing bath. Take some time to pamper yourself. Get unstuck. Get past the fear of change and embrace the transformation. All right, group two. Yeah, two. I'm going to leave it there for you beautiful people. And I hope this reading has resonated with you, gave you some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance. And I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye, group 2. Hey, group 3, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the blue lace agate, then this one is for you. Blue lace agate is such a sweet little crystal. It's such a gentle energy. It feels so soft. Maybe you're a very, very gentle and softly spoken person, or just, yeah. It's a message of surrender, of finding a sense of freedom and peace, letting yourself find peace. I think it also is a helpful stone when it comes to public speaking or sharing your truth or a message. Definitely a supportive stone for confidence in your choices, confidence in yourself. Yeah, confidence in your voice. Maybe you're very softly spoken and you need to speak up. That might be the case. But anyway, let's jump into your reading. So we'll start out with the Six of Swords, the Eight of Swords. You've also got the Tower, the Moon, and the King of Cups. So look, this situation, this may be about a relationship. Could be about work too, though. We'll try and keep it open, of course, as we do, but it does feel very relationship orientated for a lot of you. Six of Swords and the Eight of Swords to start with is, in the recent past, you've been trying your best to find a sense of peace or find a sense of ease in a situation that is not easy. I feel like it's a constant challenge here, whatever this is that you're feeling stuck with, and you've been trying your best to just release, to surrender. I feel like you may be giving yourself a lot of affirmations to help yourself move through surrender. I release that which does not serve me. Mantra, whatever is helping you. I think you're really trying. I do think you're trying. There's some challenges here, and the message in this reading is that there's always going to be challenge, and if you're waiting for a certain thing to happen, or develop before you give yourself that sense of joy, then you might be waiting longer than you'd hoped. And so the message here is to allow yourself to find that ease sooner than later, if possible, doing your best to just let go. There's challenge here, there's anxiety here, there's grief here, there's really stagnant, stuck energy here. It does exist, but you're doing your best, I do feel, or have been doing your best to move through it. Now, the Tower, the Moon, and the King of Cups, this could be why you're feeling so stuck and trapped. This masculine character, whether it's a man or a woman, doesn't matter, but this masculine energy in the cups. So this could be an emotionally manipulative person. This could be a very secretive person. We got the Moon here. There may be some things that have come to light, or perhaps haven't come to light, and that's what has got you so worried. There's something here where you're not so certain you can trust the situation, or you're just very fearful about certain potentials in regards to this person, or what's going to happen here. So with the Tower, it does look like maybe recently there's been a moment, you've made an eruption perhaps, some sort of chaos or destruction. For some of you, this person has caused a lot of chaos and destruction in your life. That's not going to be for everybody, but for some of you that will resonate, that this person has been very toxic, and left you feeling very trapped and stuck. Like I said, not for everyone. For some, this is just an incident that's happened within the connection that you're not so certain you can trust what they've said or what's really happened, or there's just doubts here, there's fears here, and it's got you really stuck in your head. So in the path ahead, the current energies of this week, currently right now, we've got the Fool energy. So you're kind of ready to let go, you're ready to take a leap of faith, you're ready to trust in the messages that you're receiving, perhaps even here in this reading with the High Priestess there. This is you trusting your intuition, trusting that you don't know everything about a situation as well. We've got the High Priestess and the Moon so early on in the reading to say that there's a lot about the situation that you don't understand or you don't know. And that's not to say that, like, I don't want to trigger people into thinking, oh, there's even more worse secrets that I'm not aware of. It's not that. It's more like you may not be aware of how moving forward will actually benefit you, or what I want to say here. Let's get a clarifier. Stars on the bottom of the deck. So this is about healing. We've got the Devil and the Hanged Man, a lot of major arcana. So there's tiredness here. You've been putting a lot of energy and effort into this situation. It's got you quite tired, feeling very trapped, feeling like you're not in control, extremely trapped. But with the Star on the bottom, that's the most relevant card here. So it's to say that, yeah, strength, right? So many major arcanas. Big inner shifts, inner world stuff. Maybe not so external right now, all very internally processing and feeling. So strength in the Star is saying that you do need to have exactly that, the strength and the courage required to lift up out of the situation, to feel joy, to feel renewal, to feel okay, even when everything is not perfect. What was I going to do? I was going to get a clarifier on what we're not seeing right here, or what was I picking up on before? See the runes. Some of you might practice with runes. They're really standing out to me right now. Like little symbols might stand out to you. Or rune, if you see a rune symbol out in the world, maybe look up what it means. Or there's messages. There's a lot of messages coming in the week ahead, like lots of synchronicities, maybe just readings. Maybe you're going to get a personal reading or something like this. It's there for you. 5 of Wands. All right, what else? So we're not seeing properly. You might not be seeing a certain person properly, or how conflict really actually has, how it has such a heavy toll on you. 10 of Wands. You might not be seeing that you don't actually have to engage, or you don't have to carry all of this all the time. You're being asked to surrender and let go and move forward through your challenges with knowing that you've got what it takes. 4 of Swords and the 9 of Cups. These are very meditative images here. Somebody who's just taken their time out. This is wish fulfillment. This person's content and happy. All of their wishes are coming true. And I think you might be just, you might just need a little time out at the moment to recalibrate yourself here. Don't do this to me again, group 3. I'm like so confident getting into the reading. I'm like, yep, this is a lot clearer than last week. And I'm like, because I want to know more. I'm so curious about you, group 3. So let's get one more on the 3 of Wands. Okay, yeah, see, waiting. All right, we got to give it time. We got to give it time, and you will be giving it time. So in the week ahead, you're feeling perhaps a little stuck, a little anxious. 5 of Cups is here. 9 of Swords is here. Both of these people are in a really, I'm hearing the word demise, just feeling, yeah, like nothing's working out, and it's just not okay, and everything's falling apart, or they just don't know which way to turn. You're having zero confidence in making a choice. You're feeling just like you've got to make a choice, but you don't have the confidence to follow through with something that you know you need to do. So you bounce off into the week, like I think like you're confident enough to take a step or to open up, but as the week progresses, it's not going to be totally easy. We'll get through it. There's more advice and things to be said here, and there are blessings amongst this. So I don't want you to sign off the reading now thinking, oh shit, week ahead, I don't want to hear it. But let's go. Stick with me here. Stay with me, group 3. I love you. So 5 of Cups, moving through the grief, the anxiety. You definitely need to look after yourself, nutrition, eating well, meditation, self-care, rituals, all of it. You need all of it at the moment, taking time out to practice that and to help find some grounding. So I'm going to pull this card up. It is Joy, Hummingbird Spirit, number 22. And so this card is absolutely about finding the nectar, finding the joy. This honey eater, whatever they're called, they reach in quite deep into the flower to withdraw the nectar, and it's about digging deep, I think, in regards to this situation. And if you're waiting for things to improve, to feel a sense of joy or feel a sense of serenity or freedom, then yeah, you might be waiting a little longer than you need to. When you can connect to this sense of joy, freedom, and release earlier, you can connect to it now. You're advised to do that. The advice is to release, to connect to joy, to find that lightening, to find the softening. You've also got in from the same deck Secret Spring, which is success, and it's through connecting to that joy that you will amplify these feelings and even more great opportunities. There's great opportunities here. We'll get to that. But it's going to start with a bit of internal shifting and shifting perception, perhaps. Sometimes the light comes into my house and sort of changes colour, and it just did that a little bit, but not very strongly this time. Anyway, it had a purple hinge to it, I have to say. So if that's a message for you, sort of not quite purple, it's blue, but the message of intuition, and you've got the High Priestess here in your current energy. So yeah, everything feels weird since that just happened. I don't know if you could see it on the screen. It changed colour of lighting a little bit. But anyway, see, I feel like I've just been dumped off a cliff. Is it? Or like something earthed out. I felt like something just earthed out just now in the energy of the reading, in myself or whatever. So it's like things are perhaps flowing and then poof, something earths out. I'm not sure what that's about, but anyway, we'll move forward and see. Well, let's just move into this next oracle card of accepting challenges. Trust your inner resources. If things do earth out, if things do, the light's all coming back now. all the energy's coming back now. Accept your challenges. Trust your inner resources and move forward. I think you got this last week. I'm not too certain if I can remember. I just saw 11:11 on the recording time here, but anyway, move forward. Experience the grace of who you truly are. Accept the challenges, and that's what this joy card is about. Like, you don't need to wait for all the challenges to be gone before you can feel a sense of joy, or go and have fun, or go and play, or go and rest. You don't have to wait. You really shouldn't wait, because there's always going to be a challenge. It's just life. Like it's I think part of perceiving it that way can be very liberating, that, well, there's always going to be something, so fuck it. It's a bit like that. We've got the card community here as well, which is a really good idea to connect in with your community. Reach out to your friends if you feel like a very isolated and there is no sense of community that I can see here in the cards. In the further advice cards, that there is actually going to be an opportunity for you to connect with family, friends, or community soon, whether it's people you know or don't. We'll get to that. I don't know why I'm jumping ahead. Let's move over to the challenge. Interesting. Challenge might be with grounding yourself right now. Page Knight of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. The challenge might be making this choice to connect to joy. Yeah, right. To connect to gratitude. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the recording at that time. Progression might be just the movement forward. 1, 2, 3, 4 is always a progression number for me. And the Knight of Pentacles is a slow progressing energy. Like, it's diligent and it's methodical and it's just one step at a time. The Two of Pentacles in the middle, it's like you need to take this one step at a time in a different direction. And that I keep coming back to just choosing joy, just choosing the lighter way, choosing the softer way, choosing freedom. Release yourself from the idea that you can't experience joy right now, or that you can't just stop and go play with the children, or go and do that drawing, or cook that recipe that you really wanted to months ago. Like, whatever it is, you can do that now with lightness in your heart. You don't need to be overburdened by all the thoughts. I think there's something you can challenge yourself to just come in there and override it. Music really helps. Putting on some nice music does really help. The energy keeps dropping up and down. I don't know if you feel it or see it or whatever, but it's very strange currently. Okay. I've had worse. Maybe that's something you can tell yourself, right? When things drop, I've had worse. I can handle this. Like, really believe in yourself. Anyway, further guidance with the challenge. What will help? The Wheel of Fortune, Justice, and the Ten of Pentacles. For some of you, it's just let this happen. Let this change happen. For some of you, this is... this could be a legal situation with Justice. Got the law book here, the scales, it's all there. And the Ten of Pentacles could be a contract signed, or some sort of agreement or application for some sort of legal situation, whatever it might be. Obviously not for everyone, the legal message, but what we can see here is allow life to change in a way that is more authentic and truthful, whether that's delivering your truth. Maybe you are the hand of justice. Maybe you are delivering consequences that can rebalance your life, things that need to be rebalanced perhaps, so that you can achieve your goals. With the Ten of Pentacles, this is long-term success, this is stability, this is contracts that are signed and locked in. Let's get a little more. All right, what else is going to help? What's the wheel about? The wheel is facing to a house. There may be some situations pertaining to investments, or what's the word when I don't even know. How has it gone? Something's not right. I don't know what you're doing lately, Group 3, but it's spinning me around a little bit. The wheel is spinning. You might be spinning. You know, when people have shared assets or something and they need to separate, and it's that sort of thing potentially for some people. But anyway, let's get a little more on the Justice. Justice, I'm feeling defend yourself or stand up for yourself. Two of Swords. You're not so certain what the right thing to do is, or if it is that you do know what the right thing to do is. I think you're caught up with what's right and wrong in the situation here, and you kind of have to make the harder choice that's going to protect your long-term success or your long-term security. There's a hard choice that you need to make now that will set you up for greater success in the future. Temperance. One eye open. Yeah, there's some things that need to go. I just noticed a little cupcake on the floor. It's knocked over on the floor, but there's some beautiful healthy carrots and a nice drink with some lemon on it. That's pretty good for you. So alcohol and sweets are on one side, health and education and knowledge is on the other. You need to balance out your life in some area, and maybe it's in regards to what you're consuming, in any sense of the word. But you're needing to have strength to override something, to rebalance something here. Is there anything else I'm missing here that might be helpful? Saw that before. King of Wands and the Knight of Wands. This is visionary energy. You've got great ideas and things. I think you need to actually put some energy into the visions that you have, because and get moving. Like, you don't need to do it all at once. You don't need to achieve everything all at once, but you do need to start, is what the message is there. You need to take those steps, and you can do it. You will. And it's here in further guidance to take advantage of the opportunities that come your way with the Ace of Pentacles. Prosperous opportunities in finance, growth, health, anything. It's all the physical realm, so it can be so many things, but there's an opportunity here coming your way for a new adventure. We've got the Page of Wands too, and then the Four of Wands. It leads you to community, or it leads you to that sense of connection, or it can lead you to investing more in your home, or reinventing your home, like renovating. That's the one, reinventing. Redecorating, cleansing, but also coming into community, and like we've got the community card here too. Like, this is a celebration. There may literally be a pagan festival that you're celebrating with your tribe, with your community, but it doesn't have to be pagan. It can be anything. But put that down. I think that you're ready to learn new things. I think there's a curiosity inside you to see what else the universe has for you in store. It's just that you're at the moment in this state of stuckness, and trying to release that, and trying to not let it hold you back anymore. So the outcome for this reading is the Three of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles. So we've got a sort of divine counterpart energy here with the King and Queen of Pentacles. This may be a message for you about a relationship with more teamwork and honest communication. You can make things work. But let's try and stay open here as well. This is about you diligently working towards your goals while helping other people to achieve their goals and success. It's about being a part of your community and helping uplift people. You may be running a business of your own, or launching a business with someone. There's so many things this could be, but it all talks about prosperity and connection, and creating something new with other people in mind, or working with other people. Really strong business success here. So much clarity, and just knowing that your place in the world is all you need to know as well, in a sense. I just feel like you're good with where you're at. You know that you're provided for, and you also know that you do provide for many others as well. Is there anything else? I saw the Five of Swords there. Anything else between this King and Queen that we need to touch on? Nine of Cups. So if it is that you've left behind the King of Cups in the past, or a tumultuous situation you've left behind, and you're having to find your own way again, this says that you will meet a very special person who's 100% right for you, and an absolute wish fulfillment. For others, that this can just be about a boss or a team, a workplace or something, that just, it's wish fulfillment either way. There's honesty, there's clarity, there's communication, there's connection, there's a common understanding, there's respect. The outcome is beautiful. Anything else? Seven of Wands and the Queen of Cups. King of Cups up the start here. So see, the Nine of Cups is between the King and Queen of Pentacles. So the Seven of Wands is between the King and Queen of Cups, I'm feeling in that way. And it's, some of you, this is relationship healing. Others, this is absolutely not, and you've gone already, you've left already. But those that are in relationship healing, it's to say that when you are in your emotions and constantly stuck in that triggered energy, and you're not actually, if you're not doing anything to find the joy or the positivity within the situation, that can exasperate things. And this says that when you're both grounded and just centered in your own self and in your own energy, then things can progress and be a lot more successful and balanced. 6 of Pentacles. Anything else I need to get here for group 3? 5 of Swords again, it wanted to come out. There's something you are leaving behind, and it may just be quite a bitter ending there. Maybe a lack of closure, but it's the right thing for you. We've got the 8 of Pentacles in the World. You may be leaving an old job behind that it didn't work out. You've got a new job now. You're ready for this new adventure. It's just like petty drama in the old workplace, perhaps. You're ready to travel, maybe, with the World card. You're ready for new things. You're leveling up. You're ready. It's time to find joy. It's time to liberate yourself, perhaps, as well. The other card I have here for you is I Surrender. Just letting yourself be moved. And some self-loving prompts for the week ahead. Okay. Shadow work. So I'm just sitting here thinking, God, group 3 again, I'm like not sure about this. And I know you'll all say, it's all good, I get it, it makes sense to me, and that's brilliant. But now that I've pulled shadow work, I kind of get it. It's like you really are having to move through your own shadow here, your triggers, maybe in response to a person, or just when it comes to regulating your own emotions, caring for yourself, doing things to actively engage in grounding, finding the joy, finding the hope, trusting your inner resources with accepting the challenge of this shadow work. You've actually got everything it takes inside to navigate this. You may be going through a dark night of the soul, or anything that may resonate along with those lines, and you may feel like you haven't got what it takes, or that you want to run from it, or you want to hide in something else, but you've got to move through this and face it. Oh, hang on, don't go away. I saw you and I want you. I saw it, yeah, that one. Ground yourself. Get grounded in your body and connect back to the earth. And that's 100% it when you are going through all of this energy. Like even the outcome shows that you do ground yourself. Self-care rituals and practices. Home needs TLC. A bit of general tidying can always make you feel better. Put a bit of music on and light a candle before you start. Definitely feels good. Redecorate, clean, or sage. Anything else? I feel that. What was it? Hydrate. Did I say that before? It might have been a different group. Was it? No, it was this group, I think. Where was the cupcake fallen? I don't know now. Intemperance, that's right. Yeah. Anyway, if you are drinking sugary drinks, I'm not sure if I said that in this one or the last one, but yeah, definitely try and consider taking in a lot more water. Water's amazing. I'll have some now. Herbal tea is another good way to have water. Social media detox. No posting, no liking, just living. Don't let it take over your life. Bit of unplug. And go see, get a massage. One more for beautiful group 3. Find a mentor. I like that, actually. I really like that for you, because although I know that anyway, I'll just get into it. You trust your inner resources. While I know you have got what it takes to navigate this 100%, it will be really helpful to surround yourself with people who have already achieved the things that you want to achieve, or speak on mindset. What was I going to say? Mindset control, but I guess that's the sense of it. Trying to control your mind, your thoughts, and what you feed your attention to. And yeah, I think there's a few areas where you need to make a choice to either let that emotion consume you, or just observe it and take a corrective action or a response to that emotion that nurtures you. Mentors or any influencing people may help in that way. People that are, promote wellness of some kind that resonate with you. Maybe online, even though we did have social media detox, maybe it's the types of things you consume on social media, maybe swapping it up for some things that actually give you inspired ideas or help you understand maybe relationships or narcissism or gaslighting or some of these things you might have experienced in this situation, to get a better grasp on the truth. So group 3, I think that's all I have for you here today. I hope this reading resonated with you and gave you some sort of comfort, clarity or guidance, and I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye group 3.